Okay guys, I'm not gonna lie, I thought we'll get another Arrancar character or maybe Aizen because he was also revealed in a Shonen Games magazine, the Bleach Rebirth of Souls-Mayuri, similar to Grimmjow, but instead of him, we are getting our crazy scientist MayuriI Kurotsuchi, which is kinda nice to see because that means that all 13 captains will be in the base game. Maybe minus Ukitake and Unohana. But who knows, maybe the developers will try to add them as well. We have to wait and see. And like always, let's watch his character trailer and break down his skills, awakening and etc. Okay, similar to Toshiro and Grimmjow, he has a unique gauge, which is called Poison Gauge. Let's see what it says. When some skills hit, Poison Gauge accumulates and decreases over time. The gauge will be consumed when attacking with Mayuri Zanpakuto and gives additional damage. So I assume when the fight begins, you have 0 Poison Gauge, and by doing some attacks and skills, this gauge will fill up, and after that you can use this gauge to poison your opponent. The only question I have, it says Poison Gauge accumulates and decreases over time. Decreases regardless of you using this Poison Gauge, or it decreases over time because you are not doing anything. That's the main question I have. Okay, now moving to his signature move, Toxic Bubbles. Mayuri releases slow-moving toxic bubbles that causes accumulating poison damage when they hit an opponent. If the signature move button is pressed before the toxic bubble hits the opponent, the bubbles explode and spreads a poison mist over the wide area. Okay, I'm guessing when you use the signature move, the poison gauge will be also decreasing because it actually poisons your opponent. So this skill has 2 variations. The first one is if you launch it and it will connect to the opponent, he will start receiving a poisonous damage. So this person will be in the poisonous state. And the second variation is if you press 2 times the signature move button, the poisonous bubble will explode, which will create a poisonous mist. And if the opponent comes close to this poisonous mist, he will start receiving an additional damage. So difference is when you connect with the bubble, it's better for you because it actually will poisons your opponent. But if you create a poison mist, it only affects area. And if the opponent will approach, then he will start receiving this additional damage. I also noticed that this poison bubble won't be destroyed if you just launch with a simple moves. For example, Uryu's light arrow attacks, it doesn't pop, it just stays there. So probably in order to pop, you have to use your own signature move or spiritual pressure moves. Okay, now moving to his spiritual pressure move 2. Move, you idiot. Nemu charges forward and restrains the opponent, then causes damage with a powerful kick. The opponent can still guard when restrained, but the guard gauge depletion of the kick is very high. So basically Mayuri summons Nemu and she charges and grabs you, and during this time you're still able to block all the attacks, but if you block her attack, the guard gauge will decrease a lot. And now moving to his awakening. By releasing Bankai, Gonjiki Ashisogi Jizo, opponents will accumulate poison even when attacks do not hit. The speed of poison accumulation will be increased over time. So his awakening move is a passive ability that will poison your opponent regardless you are hitting him or not, and over time the poison damage will be increasing. Pretty simple but yet very effective, which suits this character a lot. The only question I have is how much damage will the poison deal to your opponent and how much it will be increasing over time. And like always, they are teasing his kick on moves and true ultimate, which is probably the same move that he used against Uryu Ishida and his character outro. MayuriI Kurotsuchi, Squad 12. Strong ability to resist the opponent's actions from the medium range and then slowly hunt the opponent down. And that's all for the character trailer. And honestly, he's a solid character in my opinion. And being honest with you, I imagine him to play exactly like this, like relying on poison and his assistants and sometimes Bankai. I mean, I would love to see him also using his modification body parts like his ear or his arm. Maybe it will be his spiritual pressure move 1, which we have not seen yet because they have not included in the video. And my most favorite part is his Bankai because it's really creepy. The Bankai itself stands there creepy, menacingly, and makes poison around you and your opponent. I'm guessing the next character will be another Gotei 13 captain, for example Shunsui, because he will appear in the next Bleach episode. The reason I'm saying it because in the anime we saw Neliel and after that we got a trailer for her, the similar with Grimmjow and now Mayuri. And that's all for the video. Let me know what you think about Mayuri. Do you like him or you dislike him? And if you enjoyed watching this video, please, like always, make sure to like, share with your friends, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.